It's time. With those two short words, John Madden explained why, after 42 years in professional football, he was walking away. It was time, he had decided, to end his larger-than-life run as the most widely celebrated sports broadcaster America has ever known, and as the voice most associated with the National Football League.
His love of the game was so extraordinary and so genuine, and then he was able to translate that to millions of viewers in a way that really made him special.
Hey, wait a minute.
His was a genuine exuberance, each boom and wham a natural expression of his unrelenting passion for football.
They bring from the outside and boom, two up the middle.
He took viewers inside, explaining what he saw and what it meant.
Did you see that club that he put on the guard? Kendall Simmons came down and he just clubbed him right there, boom, with his left arm. If you want to be a nose tackle in life, that's the way to play it.
All the while making it insightful for even the most knowledgeable fan and entertaining for all of us.
We don't know where this thing is going to end up today, though.
The idea that you could have fun and that you could laugh.
See how heat does come out of the top of your head? Look at it just coming off at Nate's head there. You could have a barbecue on that head. What's this stuff back here? That has to be his. Look, there's a fish going by. A fish just flew right by his head.
And it just translated into this wonderful, fun broadcast.
He was informed by his own experience on the sidelines and boundless dedication to the craft, the endless rolls of film, the countless conversations. It all adds up to 30 years at 4 different networks, 16 Emmys, 11 Super Bowls, tremendous impact.
I think John made the game of football more interesting and more relevant to more people and more entertaining than anybody ever.
But more than anything, Madden's success as America's favorite football broadcaster derived from his pure love of the game. No one enjoyed watching football more. And no one enjoyed talking about it more.
And if you give him a lane in there, a pass rush lane, he'll take it. You see that hole right there? He sees it and knows that he can get all the way to the goal line with it.
I just look at John as a man who was lucky to have football in his life, but I think football was luckier to have John in its life.
He was a broadcast giant with a common touch. An everyman announcer who constantly connected with everyday fans. Crisscrossing the country for nearly a quarter century, nearly 2 million miles, in his famous bus.
He just treated people nice. You know, he didn't change because you were who you were. He stayed the same because he was who he is.
And so it's time. The day after Christmas, John and his wife Virginia will celebrate their 50th anniversary. He'll be home for this one, unlike the many he missed while on the road for football. And there'll be more time now for his boys, Mike and Joe, and their families, especially his 5 grandchildren. And for the first time in 42 years, a pro football season will kick off without John Madden.
He really helped us grow the game. He was such an incredible partner, and he did it in a very special way, and that's why John Madden will always be special to the NFL.
You know, when I was working with John for 7 years, I could always count on him. It's something that I'll always treasure, and my only regret is that they weren't 27.
I hope one day that somebody may compare me as a broadcaster to John Madden. That would be a great honor. But if I could ever be compared with John Madden, the man, that would really be something to treasure.
He'll keep the bus, and his name will remain on the world's most popular video game. We'll also see him here and there on television. But we won't see John Madden working in a broadcast booth again. But that's okay, simply because, as he simply put it, it's time.